Have we entered into World War III? We seen it, what happened last night, my friends. Israel attacking Iran. Here we go. Silver, gold are up a little bit. Gold's doing quite well right now. I did not check platinum this morning. I apologize about that. It is what it is. We got Stop the Milk campaign going on as well. I got a list of names. I'm going to read some names in the video again. Thank you for all your support. Give me the thumbs up. That helps get the word out to more and more people. Put Stop the Milk in the comment section. Let's get that word out as well. We're going to let you know what's going on at the shop as well. Got a graded coin in front of you. I'm going to show that in the video as well. We got so much to talk about. Let's just get to it right now. Look, we saw what happened last night with Israel attacking Iran. Last night, U.S. claims they're not involved with this. We will see if that is the truth or not. Oil's up, my friends. Silver's up. Gold's taking back off. Gold's getting very close to $3,500 again. We're about $35 away from that. We might break it today. What's going on at the shop? Last night, when it started to get the information out there, people started calling. Not calling, emailing. I didn't jump on last night. The crew took care of it. The owner took care of it. I said, you guys need me, just let me know. I'll hop on and answering some emails, calling people back as well. This is what we do, my friends. Stuff gets crazy, we hop on. We sold silver last night. We sold gold last night. We sold a couple of ounces of platinum last night. All by emails, calling people back and saying, okay, we're going to lock you in now. Let's get you locked in. Come in the morning. Come in this afternoon. Pick up your items. We will have it ready. I don't know how many coin shops do this. That will go overboard for the customer. This morning was a little bit of a line at the door. Sold some 90% silver. Pawn shop called us back up. Chris, I'm out of dimes, but I do have a bunch of 64 Kenley halves I'm willing to trade for dimes. I said, all right, fine, bring him in. Brings him in. We traded him 425 face for 425 face. He needed dimes. We had plenty of dimes. We still have that one guy's bringing his about between $40 and $50 a day. So we have plenty of dimes. This is how you work together, my friends. There is no excuse. I'm going to make this very, very, very clear. There is no gosh darn excuse to melt down 90% silver. The people who are melting it down, it's not the smelters' faults. It's not the people who bring it into the coin shops, the pawn shops' faults. It's not their fault. Maybe the smelters have no idea how valuable it really is. Maybe they do. But it's not the smelters' concern of calling channel sponsor Pinbacks, another online bowling coin shops in their local area. No, this comes to be whoever is sending it in to get melted down. Those are the people to blame 100%. 100%. It's not the customers who bring it into the shops, the pawn shops. It's not the smelters. It is the gosh darn coin dealers and pawn brokers are sending it in. They're taking it the easy way out. All they have to do is pick up the gosh darn phone and make a few phone calls. If they got too much. I'm sure other shops in the area would buy it up. I'm sure online dealers would buy it up. I'm sure local bowling dealers will buy it up. No, they're taking it the easy way out. They want to take the low road away and not do any work, box it up, ship it off, and our history gets melted down. Bull crap. That is what I call bull crap. Excuse the French this morning, but yeah, I get a little irritated when we are melting down our history. No, then people come back and say, well, if you don't want it melted down, buy it up. Well, a lot of people don't have a lot of money to do it all at one time. Look, You guys have seen me do 90% silver market watch reports for 43 weeks in a row. Tomorrow will be my 44th market watch report. For the ones who've been around for a while, and there's a lot of you have been around for a while, enough to see the changes in the 90% silver market watch reports I do every single Saturday morning. You see online dealers are out. You see what's going on. You see they get it back in. You see they get it back out. My shows on Saturday morning have proven this. Go back and watch them. They're all numbered. Except probably the first one. 44 weeks, my friends. Not missed 1 week since I've been doing that. A little past my first year, I started doing that. It's grown. We got to stop the melt. I take the time. Nobody else takes the time. On a Friday night, when I do the numbers. So tonight, my rear end will be at the computer, writing down these numbers for tomorrow morning. Every single Friday night for 43 weeks. Tonight will be 44 weeks I'll be doing this. Nobody else has done this. I've done it for you. And it helps people. And I enjoy doing it. We got to stop the melt. We got to get this viral. Thank you for your help in that. Speaking about 90% silver. Channel sponsor Pinbacks has come through. You guys know what the deal is this week. But I will show it again. You don't have much time left if you're interested. $1 face as of 9:19 this morning. East Coast time. $1 face was $26.51. So you get 2 for $1 face. It's 50 cents. The $26.51 for 2. You must buy $30 face to get this price. Okay, you must get $30 or more. You can get $30 at the minimum. You can go $34. You can go $80. Whatever you want for face. This is based on $1,000 face price point, my friends. That is how much they have dropped their prices down for this deal. Breaks down to be $13.25 each. The melt value is $13.14 as recording of the video, my friends. It's just over melt. This is a huge offering. Let Pinbacks know Coin Shop Chris sent you. They have many different products available. Don't forget the Engelhart rounds are still available, my friends. Check them out. Look on the rounds. They're going to be right there. The old school ones. They're not making those anymore either. So let's stop the melt with our silver. Let's stop seeing our silver, gold, to India and China, my friends. We got to stop it now. Since this new war broke out, oil's up. That means inflation's not going away, my friends. If this continues, oil will be going to the roof. Then all these truck companies will start charging more shipping. What's that going to do at the end? Walmart, your Target, your grocery stores, your prices are going up. In dollar terms. Inflation's not going away. Inflation's not going away, my friends, anytime soon. Dollar's going bye-bye. I don't know how much more to say that and how to say it the right way, I guess. We got to protect ourselves. The only real money out there is silver and gold. You want to throw platinum in there, throw platinum in there as well. I think platinum's a play right now. I do. I don't own any platinum. What I told one person this morning, look, buy a couple ounces of platinum. She's thinking about it. She didn't pull the plug. She didn't, well, I guess that's a wrong word to use. She didn't take advantage of that situation yet. And she's thinking about it. I said, look, you can get 2 ounces of platinum, 2 1-ounce bars for less than an ounce of gold. Let it go up $300-400. I said, I don't know if it's going to go there or not. Bring it back in, flip it, put it into silver or gold at that point. Platinum's got room to run, my friends. It might be a quick, easy flip down the road. Who knows? Something to think about. I'm not no financial advisor. Don't take any of this as financial advice. It's something to think about. If you feel platinum's going to go to the moon, or platinum's going to take off, you can make a quick buck, flip it later. More power. More power that way. Something to think about. That's all I'm saying. I want to read some names off from Stop the Milk campaign. I'm trying to get to everybody. I got about 10 names here. I'm going to read off real quick. Here we go. Bill Non-Grass Adventures 7489. Thank you for putting that in the comment section. Stop the melt. Mike Jones, stop the melt. Marianne King, stop the melt. Printer Jim 25, stop the melt. Chaser 2452, stop the melt. Gamash, I'm hoping I'm saying your name right, my friend. I see you in the comments a lot. It's GHARMACH. Thank you for your support on that. Laser Disc Q, thank you. Christopher Z 4583, thank you. Stanley Sorensen, thank you. Sweet Sarah 805, thank you for putting Stop the Melt in the comment section. Look, I'm doing these names at random, my friends. I'm trying not to double up on the names. It might happen. My memory is good, but it's not as good as it used to be. So if I double call someone's name, I call double someone calls someone's name. Trying to remember who I've called out in the past. And I've called a bunch of you out already. Thank you for your support on this. This is huge. This is our history. Our 90% server is our history. Channel sponsor Pinbacks has been really behind this campaign. I cannot thank Michael and Brian enough to backing this up. Folks, this is huge. An online bowling dealer backing this up. Who else is doing that? Who else is on board out there? We gotta go viral with this, my friends. We gotta keep the pressure up. We gotta keep the pressure up. Maybe the smelters are getting some pressure. Look, it's not their fault. We gotta put the blame where the blame belongs, and you know where I just said who the blame is. 100% on the coin shops, 100% on the pawn shops who are sending it in. That's all the ones to blame, 100%. Don't know how else to say it. That's where it is. You see a graded coin in front of you. I think Paul Orchard. I know there's at least one viewer, maybe there's a couple more viewers from Australia. Paul Orchard's been with me for a while. I don't never talk to the guy on the phone. He's emailed me a couple times. We have had some good conversation. He's always in the comment section. So thank you, Mr. Paul Orchard, for your support. I think you're going to appreciate this one, my friend. This is a 2011 Koala Berlin Privy Mark, right up on top of between the two koala bears with the queen on it, of course. I got this one about a year ago. As far as I know, these are rare. These came from Germany. They were handed out in Germany at their show with the Berlin Bear on these. There's not a lot of them out there, as I can see in the listings. Some of them got graded. There was a person on eBay probably about a year ago, this time last year, had a whole lot of them. And I was helping someone find some rare coins out there, and I came across these. And I asked her, do you want these? And so I sent her the information on them. She looked up on eBay. She says, yes, I want them all. Well, I was able to get one at the end of the series of the grading. They were almost all back-to-back serial numbers, which is not really that important, but there's not a lot of them out there. I was happy to find another one last night on eBay. $51.36, I believe I paid for it. Yeah, a little high. There's a couple more out there that are a little bit higher, my friends. There's one right now on eBay for $49.99, but they want $11.99 to ship it. I think it's a little too much. Someone's interested in it, grab it up. Just put in 2011 Koala Bear Berlin Beer. You see it, it will pop up. It's going to be first come, first serve if someone wants it. It's not me selling it. I'm not selling my stuff. But if someone is interested in something like that, I think it's a little rich, to be honest with you, in my opinion. But who knows? Okay, who knows where silver's going to go? I just like that coin. That's why I paid up for it, you know, this time as well. And I'm not going to pay up for the other one. I'm just not going to pay that much. Look, I like different stuff too. I got some rare stuff too. I love the Perth Mint. I think the Perth Mint is probably my favorite mint out of them all. And then after that, it would probably go to Canada. The Royal Mint out of Canada would be my other choice. And that's saying a lot because I'm in the United States. All right, that's saying a lot. I think the quality of the products is much, much better in my opinion. And I think the Perth Mint knocks it out of the park. I love the designs on their stuff. I think they do a great, great job. I wish the U.S. Mint would do something better with different designs every year because it keeps the collectors, and it really keeps the collectors involved as well. You know, I'm not sure who was the first one who does the privy marks. I'm not sure. If anybody knows that, maybe it was the Perth Mint. I think it's cool. Then Canada picked it up. Now the U.S. is starting to pick it up, which is, I think, it's a good thing for collectors out there, stackers out there. But I think there's more stackers now than there are more collectors now. That is what I'm seeing at the shop. So, you know, we got to keep stacking this, my friends. Stacking is not easy. Stacking, you got to use it as a savings account. Stacking, you got to put it, get it, put it away, and not worry about it. Don't worry about day-to-day price action. What somebody says on YouTube. I dropped a video yesterday afternoon. If you've not seen that one, I would highly recommend you watch that one from yesterday afternoon, my friends, because I got a little heated in that video. And when people say stuff on YouTube and people make a split reaction because somebody said something, and they make a reaction to sell, buy, or trade, it's not good. Look, I'll say this again in this video. Do not, I repeat, do not take action based on anybody's YouTube video out there. You have to do what is right for you and or your family. Whether when it comes to trading, silver to gold, gold to silver, silver to platinum, platinum to gold, you get the idea. Or cashing out, tossing in a towel, selling it all, buying a bunch all at one time. Cost average. That's my message. Cost average your stack. Especially with days like this. Look, we can go online. Look, if you got $4,000 to spend today, for an example, why not spend depending on what state you live in now, because I know there's some states with $2,000 tax levels, like California. I believe New York's $1,000. I believe Massachusetts is $1,000 before tax get washed away. But let's say you live in a state that don't require taxes, and you got $4,000. Well, spend $1,000 of it at first. Wait a couple days. See what it does. Yeah, it could go up more. You could see yourself in a little bit of a dip. Nobody knows. I've seen so many times, my friends, where people come in with a couple thousand and get it all at once. You tell them, okay, maybe you should cost average. No, I'm going to do it all at one time. Yes, I might live right down the road. Yes, I might live 5 miles away, 10 miles away. The next day it drops. And I'm talking more on gold, because you see bigger gold drops than you do silver drops. But still, It happens with silver too. We can see it silver. 50 cents in silver could be a big savings at the back end of it all. You can get more silver too. Seen it so many times, my friends. People come back and said, should have split up our transactions. Yeah, you should have. Nobody knows. That's the point of it all. There's no expert out there that's going to be able to tell you silver's going to $1,000. Gold's going to $50,000. Look, nobody knows. Could it happen? Yeah. Is it likely right now? Probably not. I wouldn't bet anything on that. I wouldn't even take that bet. You know, I wouldn't even take that bet. What I would bet on right now, I'll tell you, I do believe we will see $50 plus by the end of the year. And I do believe we will see 4,000 plus gold by the end of the year. That is not a safe bet, but it's a safer bet than going to blow up all these numbers, right? Look, nobody knows. And it's dollars, remember. It's based on this, which is worthless. That's where we are at, my friends. Now, maybe your grocery stores or your Walmarts are never going to take your silver and gold as payments. Farmers will. Local restaurants probably will. Your local butcher shops probably will. You have a better chance that way. You know, with this law in Florida, for my Florida friends real quick, don't make any rash decisions based on what's going to happen next. Based on what happens to law now, we don't need no law. Want to touch on one more quick thing, because I promised this person I would talk about this real quick. Goldbacks. Goldbacks, yeah, they do have a serial number on them. Coin World, not the magazine, but let's talk about the coins. If it has serial number on the bars or the coins in the state of Florida, it's not recognizable as legal tender. Goldbacks, yes, they have a serial number on it. Goldbacks is a whole different system. From my understanding right now, Goldbacks is not affected by this law in Florida right now with the serial number coding thing. Again, a business can accept Goldbacks. A business can accept the Goldbacks. There is a buyback program where they can send them back into the Goldback company and Goldback will write them a check or put the money in their account. Yeah, it's cost mailing, blah, blah, blah. If a company wants to do that, it's fine. Goldbacks is not something you buy and supposed to hold, my friends. Not going to get into all the Goldback thing today. But from my understanding, if a business wants to accept Goldbacks right now for payment, you get your premiums back. That's the thing in a nutshell. You only lose if you buy gold today. You buy Goldbacks today. Okay? You walk into your local coin shop, they have Goldbacks, they sell them whatever the price is today per one Goldback. Gold goes down $300. Your Goldbacks are going to lose value from the gold content, not the premium. Gold goes up in value, your Goldbacks go up. You never lose your premium when you get Goldbacks. Yes, they cost more because it's fractional gold. You know, my bet gold's going higher. All my Goldbacks I made off of in dollar terms. But remember, in dollar terms, your purchasing power is losing ground with dollars. One more point I want to make, then I'll be quiet for this video. Jerome Powell is we're supposed to see the rate decision next week. I called this, friends, and I'm still going to call this. More and more people are now saying we will not see a rate cut until September. For the ones who followed me the past couple months at least, I've been saying this, September. Look, I'm not an expert. I just read between the lines what's coming next. I'm still calling for September. And I don't think September we're going to see a huge rate cut. I wouldn't be surprised if we only saw a half a percent rate cut. I don't think we're going to see the full 1% that President Trump wants. And on that note, the Fed don't work for President Trump. The Fed works for Congress and the American people. He's got a tough job. Not defending Jerome Powell one bit. He's got a tough job. He's trying to balance unemployment and inflation. I wouldn't want that job. I don't think many people would want that job. We got the high deficit, my friends, and we're paying more and more interest on the debt. Your tax dollars are going to pay interest. Think about it. Why wouldn't you want to own a little bit of extra silver and gold right now? Throw platinum in the mix if you want to. Just putting that out there. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me. My email is in every single description of every single video. I thank you for watching. Coin Shop Chris is out. We will catch you this afternoon.